Thank you for taking the time to complete this training and for your commitment to supporting survivors of dating and domestic violence through our Legal Line clinics. These callers need legal advice. They are looking for clarity, reassurance, and a pathway to critical legal protections like divorce, custody arrangements, and protective orders. Now imagine the impact of being able to speak with an attorney free of charge for an hour about your specific legal issues. For many of our clients, this call is a lifeline. Without it, where would they even start? How long would they wait just to speak with an attorney, and how would they afford it? In just 1 hour, survivors gain access to legal guidance that helps them better understand their options and take the first step towards safety and stability. Texas Advocacy Project receives hundreds of calls and referrals each month from survivors seeking legal advice. Unfortunately, we don't have the resources to reach every client who needs our help, but that's where you come in. By volunteering your time and legal expertise, you are providing a critical resource that significantly impacts our organization's capacity to serve these survivors. I can't emphasize enough how much of a difference you are about to make in these clients' lives. This presentation will guide you through everything you need to know to participate in a Legal Line clinic, how we select the cases, communicate and set expectations with the callers, how you will receive your assigned cases, and finally, what the clinic block looks like. I will also walk you through the resources that are available to you prior to and during the clinic. Next, I will show you how to use our case management software, LegalServer. You will be using LegalServer to learn about your assigned clients, record your call notes, and track your time. By now, you should already have a username and password and have logged onto LegalServer for the first time. And finally, you will hear from Biral Gupta, a TAP staff attorney who has answered hundreds of Legal Line calls. She will walk you through a typical call, explain how to record your notes, including facts you collect and advice you give, and share best practices and practical tips to help you navigate these conversations with confidence. Our Legal Line clinics offer flexibility and a short-term commitment, making it easier for pro bono attorneys to participate regularly. We're always open to feedback on how to enhance the pro bono experience, so please don't hesitate to reach out with any suggestions. Our goal is to ensure a meaningful volunteer experience for you while continuing to deliver high-quality legal advice to our clients. There are 3 phases to the clinic process. 1, review the case file and prepare for your calls. 2, make 2 calls during the 4-hour clinic block. And 3, record your notes in LegalServer. The entire time commitment should not exceed 3 hours. Clients reach Texas Advocacy Project through several avenues: our Legal Line 800 number, the online application, and through referrals from over 140 partner agencies across the state. These agencies have been trained on TAP services and can refer survivors directly to our Legal Line, ensuring streamlined access to legal support. Our intake specialists are the first to speak with clients, playing a crucial role in ensuring that every survivor receives thoughtful and thorough assistance. All intake specialists are bilingual and trained to assess 2 key eligibility factors. First, whether the client has experienced some form of power-based abuse, such as dating or domestic violence, sexual assault, stalking, or trafficking, as part of the relationship they are calling about. And second, whether there is a conflict of interest that would prevent TAP from providing legal advice to them. These are the only eligibility criteria for our services. We do not turn anyone away based on income, gender, sexual orientation, age, race, disability, or immigration status. This makes TAP unique in the legal aid landscape. Intake specialists also collect essential information from the caller. Some is required by our funders, while other details help our attorneys better understand the survivor's legal concerns and prepare for the call. For intake specialists to schedule an appointment either with one of our staff attorneys or assign the case to a Legal Line clinic, depending on the client's circumstances and needs. They will assign the more straightforward issues that are well suited for volunteer attorneys to the clinics. They will also screen out cases requiring immediate court intervention, clients with significant language or accessibility needs, and high lethality cases. Those will be assigned to our staff attorneys. When scheduling for the clinics, they will inform clients that a volunteer attorney will call them between 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. on the day of the clinic, and that the consultation will be no more than an hour. Clients are instructed to remain available during this 4-hour window and are told that the call will come from a private or blocked number. Our intake staff also explains that our volunteer attorneys will provide general legal advice only and cannot represent them in any legal matter. The day before the clinic, I will send you the case numbers for your 2 assigned clients. You can pull up the cases in Legal Server for more context about the client and the purpose of their call. I will cover how to do that in the next section of this presentation. At this stage, there will not be a lot of information in the client's file, only basic details such as their name, age, and a brief description of their legal concerns. This information should be sufficient for you to run a conflicts check if your firm requires it. Before making your call, please review the client's file and take some time to familiarize yourself with the identified legal issues. As Bureau will explain in the upcoming section on handling legal line calls, what clients initially identify as their main legal concern may not turn out to be the most pressing issue. Preparing for both the stated legal issue and any related concerns that may arise is a good practice. Please make your 2 calls during the designated 4-hour clinic block. This schedule is designed to give you flexibility while ensuring clients are available and expecting your call. We have asked each client to set aside this time, so please respect their availability. If for some reason you are no longer available during your clinic slot, please let us know immediately so we can reassign these clients to our staff attorneys. When calling, please remember to block your number using *67 before dialing. This ensures that the client cannot call you back directly with additional questions or ask for further advice. If the client does not answer, please leave a message, if the file indicates that it's safe to do so, introducing yourself, explaining the purpose of your call, and letting them know you will try calling again in a few minutes. It is also a good idea to remind them that you are calling during the scheduled appointment block. After you have tried to reach the client 3 times and they have still not answered, please record this in their case file and move on to your next assigned client. You're welcome to try calling the first client again later in the clinic block if your schedule allows. Once you reach the client, introduce yourself and explain why you are calling. Confirm that it is still a good time to talk and inform them that the conversation is confidential even though you are not formally representing them. It is imperative that the client acknowledges they understand that you are only available to give general legal advice and that the conversation is confidential. We will ask you to write this in your Legal Server notes. Bureau will provide more details later in the training about what to expect during a typical legal line call and how to record essential information. During the clinic block, there will be an experienced TAP staff attorney available in a Zoom room for any questions you have or if the conversation becomes difficult for some reason. I will be sending a Zoom link when I send your case information, so be sure to have that handy during the call. You also have access to resources, which I will describe on the next few slides, that can help you answer some of the most frequently asked questions. You should feel free at any time to place the client on hold while you research the issue or consult the TAP attorney on Zoom. Clients are informed in advance that the consultation will last no more than an hour. However, if you have addressed all of their legal concerns, it is perfectly fine to end the call earlier. After your call ends, or during the call if you're able, document the facts gathered and advice provided in the client's Legal Server file. These notes are crucial for ensuring continuity if the client seeks follow-up assistance from us. Please complete your notes before moving on to the next client. Bureau will speak more about how to record your notes later in this training. There are several resources on our website that are available to you once you have completed the onboarding process and mandatory trainings. We've worked hard to compile answers to the most frequently asked legal line questions and have included links to relevant statutes and other helpful materials and websites. Our goal is to make these tools easy to navigate and give you the information you need to support clients during the legal line clinic. So here's a list of the current resources we have available to you during the clinic. Our family law book provides an overview of the key agencies, courts, and statutes related to family law in Texas. It also includes answers to frequently asked questions on the legal line, with links to relevant statutes and resources. This guide is designed to help you navigate your legal line consultations easily and with confidence. We recommend reviewing it prior to your first legal line clinic. Next, we've created a legal line script and issue spotting tool for pro bono attorneys. This resource is modeled after the structure and approach TAP staff attorneys use during their legal line calls. The script helps guide the conversation, especially at the beginning of the call, ensuring essential points are covered. The issue spotting tool highlights potential legal issues that may not be immediately apparent to attorneys who do not regularly practice family law. While some information may overlap with the family law book, these tools are designed to complement each other, providing comprehensive guidance to help ensure no critical legal issues are overlooked. And finally, as I mentioned before, an experienced TAP staff attorney will be available via Zoom throughout the clinic block. If you run into any issues you are unsure about, feel free to place the client on hold while you consult with our attorney. They have a lot of experience answering legal line questions, so they can provide valuable guidance and support during the call. In this next section, I will walk you through how to use Legal Server, our case management software. As a pro bono attorney, you have restricted access, meaning you won't see all the tools our staff attorneys use. However, you will be able to view case files for your assigned cases, record notes from your legal line calls, send important links to clients, and track your time. We have streamlined the functions available to you, so it should be simple and straightforward. That said, Legal Server isn't the most intuitive platform, so do not hesitate to ask for help if you can't find what you're looking for. I also recommend spending a little time exploring the functions in your client's case file before the call.